Hello and welcome back to another video. Today back with another match preview. This is our last match preview of the group stage. It could be the last one for Wales, but who knows. It's Wales versus England in match day 3 of the group stage of the 2022 Qatar World Cup. Let's just get straight into it then. Obviously we haven't won a game yet. We drew 1-1 with the USA and then lost 2-0 later on to Iran, which is very frustrating, which now makes this a must-win, and it means USA and Iran have to draw as well, so it's a lot to play for. Obviously, an Iran win would mean Iran go through, a USA win would mean USA go through, and an Iran draw would mean Iran go through unless we can beat England. So, yeah, we need to get 3 points here. Changes need to be made. Some of the players were pathetic, I think, against Iran, but, it is what it is. But we definitely need 3 points. But, well, we obviously do. We can't take anything else, otherwise a World Cup campaign's over. But it's obviously going to be hard. But I think we will be right up for it, considering it's England. But I think England will as well. I think had England won against USA, then maybe they would have put a bit of a weaker side out. But, they haven't qualified yet, so they've still got work to do. But, what are your thoughts going into this game?
It's going to be a difficult game. Definitely our toughest matchup so far. England are obviously going to be the favourites in this game. We're definitely going to be the underdogs. We have to try and score as many goals as we can as well to try and boost that goal difference. But, there is some sort of hope because obviously, England failed to score against USA. But then again, we failed to score against Iran, and obviously England put 6 past them. So you never know. It is obviously a one-off game as well. Anything can happen. But, some of our players just aren't really performing, such as Bale, Ramsey, Joe Allen, the proper experienced players. They really need to step up to the plate, and this would be a great way to do it. Obviously, it's going to be a massive rivalry between the two sets of fans, so it should be a good atmosphere there as well. But we have to score first in order to have a chance in this game. I think if England score first, it's definitely game over. But we need to try and score first. Rob Page will have to try and get the tactics spot on, get the formation right, all that sort of stuff. But it's not going to be an easy game. We are the underdogs, and realistically, I don't expect us to win because England are a solid side. They didn't beat USA, but they are the favourites to go through. They're definitely favourites to top the group. But it's going to be a tough game.
Yeah. Obviously, there's no injury doubts for either team. But going on to the key players then, so. These are the 3 Wales key players. If there's any England fans watching this, you need to look out for them. You probably know a lot about them because I believe all 3 of them play in the Prem. One of them's out on loan, but firstly Gareth Bale doesn't play in the Prem anymore. What am I on about? No. But the other 2 do. Yeah, obviously, firstly Gareth Bale. England fans know what he's all about. I believe he was the last Wales player to score against England actually as well in the 2016 Euros. So on his day, he is great, but he's not been that good so far this tournament. But second, I'm going to go with Joe Rodon. I thought he was our best player against Iran, solid at the back. Shame he couldn't keep a clean sheet at the end, but it wasn't his fault. And thirdly, Kiefer Moore. I think we're a lot brighter when Kiefer Moore plays. But would you add anyone else?
I think I'll add one more player into that. I'll add Nico Williams into that. Obviously Forest fans and Fulham fans will know all about him. He's had good spells at both clubs. Obviously at Forest, he's had a decent season so far. And I think for Wales so far, I think he's been really good in the last 2 games. Obviously, he has been through a lot recently. Obviously with his grandfather passing away before the first game. But, I think he's a solid player. I think he's only just going to get better and better. And I think Forest are definitely lucky to have him. So I'm going to add into that list as well.
Yeah, and then now going on to England's key players. Then, so firstly, I'm going to go with Harry Kane. Obviously, their captain, one of the best strikers in the world. He hasn't scored yet, but he's definitely a massive threat for them. Secondly, I'm going to go with a surprising one, Harry Maguire. I think he gets a lot of hate and criticism, and I don't think he deserves it all, to be honest with you. He's not the finished article, but he's definitely, there's a player in him, and he's shown that for England. He's been superb in England's first 2 games. And thirdly, I'm going to go with a youngster who is not much older than me and Luke, Jude Bellingham, 19 years old, tearing it up, on the big stage internationally and club football as well. But would you add anyone else?
I'll add one player. He didn't play particularly well against USA, but to be honest, Maguire was probably the only good player for them against USA. So I'm going to add Bukayo Saka in there. I think his performances, especially with Arsenal, he's been by far one of their better players. I think at this moment in time they do sit top of the league as well, and obviously for England in recent times, especially in that first game against Iran, he played exceptional in that game. I think he got 2 goals or something. And yeah, he played very, very well in that game. And you know, he's definitely going to be one of their key players in this game for sure.
Yeah, and then now the team lineup I go with then. So in goals, Wayne Hennessy, right wing back Connor Roberts, left wing back I'm going to go with Nico Williams, three centre halves I'm going to go with Joe Rodon, Ethan Ampadu, and I'm going to bring in Ben Cabango. I don't think it's going to happen, but it's what I'd personally do. Two in midfield, Joe Allen and Aaron Ramsey. Ramsey hasn't been great, but you know he's got that quality, so you need someone like that on your side. And as for Joe Allen, I think he was only rusty because he was brought on in the last 10 minutes. I think if he starts the game, he'll be all right. And then three up front: Dan James, Gareth Bale, and Kiefer Moore. But yeah, what's your lineup?
I will actually agree with that, but you did that. You said Hennessy to start, and he got that red card.
Yeah, that is true actually. So
we'll have to put Danny Ward in there, obviously, but yeah, I'm surprised you forgot about that, to be honest.
Yeah, I know. I didn't know if it was because of the World Cup. I didn't know if it was obviously the same ban, but
yeah, I'm guessing it still counts anyway.
Yeah, it must do. But yeah, obviously Danny Ward will have to play, which is
I'll put through that lineup though. I think we need to go all guns blazing. Kiefer Moore has to start. We need an aerial threat in there for crosses if we're going to whip them in. So I will agree with that lineup.
Yeah, and then finally on to score predictions. I'm going to go, I don't know, because I'm not confident, but I cannot, part of me just cannot predict us to lose to England, even though I think we will. I just cannot predict it. So I'm going to go a very, very narrow, slim 1-0 Wales victory. And who else to score the goal other than Gareth Bale? But what's your prediction?
To be fair, I don't know how you're always, so optimistic and so controversial with some of your opinions, but I'm gonna be realistic. Go for a 3-1 England. I think it's bound to happen. They have got a better squad than us, obviously. So yeah, I think scores probably be Harry Kane. I think he's bound to score now, surely. Go for Bukayo Saka as well, and I'll go for Marcus Rashford off the bench. And for Wales, I think it'll obviously have to be Gareth Bale because he's our main threat, obviously. So I think he'd be guaranteed to score if we do get a goal.
Yeah, I'm not too confident, but you got to have some form of optimism, surely. Someone's got to, whether it's me or another fan, or whether it's you, or whether it's the players. Someone's got to have some form of optimism, and I'm going to be the one that's optimistic, as I usually am. But yeah, obviously a massive thanks for watching this. We will be back tomorrow. We're not sure where we're going yet. I assume it'll either be the pub or the fan zone again. But yeah, regardless of where we go, there'll be another video tomorrow. So yeah, obviously a massive thanks for that, and stay tuned for tomorrow.
Yeah, cheers.